Blessings, everybody. Your girl coming in with another one. What's with the narking? Seems like it should be like a theme song. Like, what's with the narking? For real, it's everywhere. So blessings, guys. Welcome to Conversing with Conita. And we're going to get into this topic. I want to say first, happy birthday to my love. Happy birthday, Keith. And also happy birthday to my TT, my only TT on my mom's side. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, you guys got that January birthday. I mean, I don't really be keeping up with birthdays that's in the winter. Just kidding. But God bless your birthdays. So this topic we're going to talk about, I kind of did it in a commercial short, but I'm going to do it here because it was more to say. So these Narcs today, these Narcs you don't even know, these Narcs we never seen, these Narcs that does everything in the background. And the scary part about it all is, let me do something. Let me make sure I can do this. Let's do one tap. And the sad thing about it is that everybody okay with it. Whether you're noticing or not, or you care or not, it really doesn't matter. But it will matter at the end. Okay? So, like I said in the TikTok short, I figured this out, because I work with kids, and I figured this out, like, it's like times they'll say something or write something, and I'll be like, what does this mean? And, they're laughing because they're like, laughing at me like I'm outdated. But it wasn't really funny when I thought about it, okay? It really, really wasn't funny because the way that they groom and program people, they do it subtly. And it may not seem harmless at first. And when I got to the point, I got tired of it because, I do watch other videos, other content creators and everything like that. And I'm noticing how we have to always rephrase certain words or whatever. And I thought the freedom of speech was the freedom of speech. It even got to the point they do it a lot towards us, but they also do it in the mainstream media. Like if it was a crime that was committed, and the reporter is like reporting on it or whatever, and they can't say certain words. So if somebody I'm doing it right now. If somebody got murked, okay, they can't say what murk is. You just have to figure it out. And some people, they're not from the hood. They don't have street lingo. They don't know ebonics. They don't know these things. So they're looking up murk or whatever. It may come up, may not come up. But who got time for that? First of all, they are supposed to be delivering the news, okay? And if you have to get the news, and then have to go research the news that you got. What the hell is that? You know what I mean? You might as well be a reporter. Like, what the hell is that? They'll even bleep it out. Like, I remember watching the mainstream news before, and this boxer, he won the fight, and he just was praising God. Let's keep it quick. He's just praising God, and they bleeped out everything of that, like every other word he said, but they made sure the word God didn't come out or whatever, or his mission on why he had this fight. They didn't want to, display that. They just want to display everything other than that because good is evil, evil is good, okay? So back to what I'm talking about. It's like you're a content creator, and whatever it is that you talk about, you might be a content creator that talk about murking, people in the lab. But you can't really say word for word and use your vocabulary, like I said, okay? So you getting bleep, or you have to change the word. And then people got to go play this puzzle and figure it out, okay? I got fed up with it because I was watching a content creator, and he was literally trying to not say the words, and he just kept saying the words, and he'll try to change it because he's like, oh, I don't want to get striked or demonetized or whatever. How the hell can you do that? It's just like, certain people at certain ages that they're used to things a certain way and they're used to seeing things a certain way. It's like you got a farm, you got a cow, but you can't call a cow no more a cow. Can't do it no more, right? So you come up with another word for cow, right? But these people that are not this new generation that can pick it up quick, they're going to keep saying the word cow. And now all of a sudden they're in some type of trouble because they said the damn word cow. Like, what is this? Like, they're trying to deprogram us and reprogram us to taking out all the words that's in the dictionary, all the words that has powerful meanings, all the words that we ever heard, and they're trying to get us to change it. They're trying to get us to redirect it. Like, going back to the kids. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King, not his original birthday because he was born in April, but they celebrated tomorrow, right? And it got to the point where we was always able to teach, Martin Luther King and Black history and history in general, because not only Black people had to suffer through history, okay? Now they're getting to the point they don't want you to talk about it, but if they do allow you to talk about it, you have to rephrase it. You can't really tell the kids the truth, like, yeah, your great-great-great-great-grandma, great-grandpa, they were slaves, and the reason why we so biracial because of this and that and that. They don't want you to tell the kids that this is something that parents are actually going to have to pick up the pieces on and teach their kids that, or enroll their kids in, a non-public educational establishment, I guess, so that you can teach their kids the right way, or they have to do it. When you're talking about this thing with narcissists, let's see when they're gonna take that word out. When can we not say narcissists anymore? Okay. So what they do when you are a content creator that you talk about narcissists, you're trying to, put out the awareness, even people that's spiritual, that's trying to put out the Lord, the Most High, Jesus, God, and they want to, motivational speakers that talk about this, that, and this, relationships or whatever. They already had started it when you can re-identify yourself. Like, when I was filling out applications for things and I saw that was an option, I'm putting what I am. I'm not identifying as anything else than what I am, okay? But no punch to them at all. But it's just like, wow, like this is what we come to. So even with the kids, certain words they cannot say, certain things we cannot teach, or they can ask. But what they're doing is teaching us to be narcissists, because maybe a kid would ask about Martin Luther King, Black History Month, and then they want us to lie about it or sugarcoat it. Oh, it's okay. Black people had jobs, but they got beat, whipped, and aped. See how I'm doing that? When they got SA'd by the person that enslaved them, okay? So now they're trying to reprogram all of us, dumb us down, to the point we're not saying the right words or, changing everything. Imagine going over to another country, yo. And now this program is embedded into you and you're talking to these people saying words like, instead of saying sex workers that you see on the TV screen, Narcs over there grinding. I'm sorry. And you go over there to another country and you're saying these things and they're looking at you like, what type of American English is this? You sound some type of stupid, because I don't know about other countries, but it's over here. So you can't go over there. Let's say, this is not funny though. Let's say you went to another country and somebody got S.A. or raped or unearthed or whatever. And because you were programmed over here that you can't say the real, or murked, can't say the real words. So you're going over there telling them like, yeah, somebody SA'd me and they was watching Corn and then they murked Lisa and then, so I was trying to run so I couldn't get great. Them damn people be looking at you like, they looking at you like somebody got into the earth because of grapes. Oh, they planted a seed, they grew grapes. You see where I'm going with this? See where I'm going with this? And then they want to teach it with the little bitty babies, so they already growed up, and they want us to reprogram them as educators into this whole new system of narcissism. I like that. I was just Miss Narc. Look, oh, Lord Jesus. I'm saying, like, Lord just put two words together in my mouth, but I liked it that. But, hey, that was a good slip right there, okay? But, this is what they want us to do. Like, everybody is being controlled by a narcissist in some way, form, or any way that you don't even know that you're being programmed and groomed by a narcissist. And even narcissists are being programmed by other narcissists because we don't know who is behind the scene with all these things. Like it's gonna get to the point they gotta dictate everything you do. They want to know everywhere you are. It's like your life is no longer going to be private. They're going to be able to spy. You can't buy anything unless you do what they say or get what they say. You can't have this or have that unless it's what they say. You can't work a job unless it's what they say because you can't say because you didn't want to take the Axinine. See what I'm saying? Can't even say that because you can't take their poison. And if you do decide to take their poison, then okay, now you can do this. But then there's going to be something else. And then there's going to be something else like every narcissist does. Every time you're getting to wherever it is that they want you to be, they move the goalpost. So don't be surprised if another round of some shenanigans comes through and we right back where we were because we can't say the word that jailed us and locked us down. They was programming us then, on getting used to be imprisoned, getting used to being locked down with a narc giving you instructions. Now I see why narcs fire. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now I see why narcs turned up during the OVIC. Okay? Now I see because they had no control over themselves. They had no control over themselves. They had to wait till someone told them what they were able to do, especially these cheating ass narcs. So when the OVIC happened and it was on a lockdown, the narc was pretty much locked down wherever it was, whether it was like the main supply, side supply, or any supply, or by themselves, depending on where it was when the situation hit the fan. But if they was locked down with any supply, the supply got the worst of that. Because narcs don't like to be told what to do. So narcs in that era of the OVIC is sitting here thinking like, how dare you tell me I can't go out there to cheat? How dare you tell me I can't go out there to get new supply? How dare you tell me where I can be and stay? That was actually a clapback at the Narcs. Because if you wouldn't have knocked, you just did what you had to do, and you were entertained with your own company, or you found things to do, or you were educating yourself or doing something positive during that time. But not the Narcs. Not the Narcs. They were up there upset trying to figure out how they can get past this, how this can not apply to them, what they can do. Because they know they're a narc and they knew. And they weren't going to tell anybody else. They wasn't going to tell anybody else nothing about this because this is what they do. So they had their own taste of their medicine when that happened because somebody was telling them what to do. I'm telling you, I remember when a Narc, like I said in another video, couldn't go somewhere because the Narc had to wear a mask and Narc ripped the mask off and the other mask and the other mask and the Narc mask and raged out on the people just following the rules and didn't want to go do whatever they were saying to do, okay? I just thought about this though, yo. I really did. Like, I didn't even think about it that deep. It just came to me right now. Like, that's when the Narcs, that's why after that got lifted, that's when all the Narcs came out full blown. Ready to devour and tear into any and everyone that they can meet. Ready to put on 50-11 time mask on. To try to actually, first of all, to try to get as much supply that they need because they was lacking supply. So they was trying to refill the lack supply that they didn't get. And then they tried to go full force to replace the supply that they didn't get when that was happening. So now when Narcs got let go, they was like a mad dog in a cage that never got fed. And you opened up the cage and they ran out there with like rabies and saliva running down the street and whatever, trying to get anything that they can. And they was actually doing it during the lockdown because they was online. They still had social media. So a lot of them still got their supply by connecting on social media and setting up things or whatever. And first of all, it was never going to stop them from cheating because as long as these owls was on the internet, they could order them. They can meet them at any point, any time because them and the Narc didn't give a damn about the Ovic. If they didn't give a damn about with these people, why would they give a damn about the Ovic, okay? Why would they give a damn about the Ovic when they were not even giving a damn about STDs, HIV, AIDS, or whatever, warts, herpes, craps, because they had to go out and do what they wanted to do. So that wasn't never going to stop a Narc. They just got mad that they was told to do something that they didn't want to do, but they always found that loophole to get around it. They want to dumb us down by not being able to express exactly what is going on. And they want everybody to go around trying to figure things out and try to make things make sense. That's what a Narc do. They are gaslighting us. Word salad in us. I don't want to say it that way, but it is. You know, and they were trying to program and reprogram us out of things that was normal to a whole nother thing where now at this point everybody's confused. So it's either you're going to follow the game or you're going to be sacrificed because you're not following the game. The same thing with Narcs. If you don't follow their rules, they're going to make sure your life is terrible to the point you don't want to live anymore. But these Narcs that's doing these things, let me give y'all some bright light. It doesn't even really matter. If you are a child of God and you following the Most High, at the end of this life, they might be enjoying this life right now, but at the end of this life, you get the joy later. Sometimes it's just like, oh, you know, stack it up. Work hard. And then your reward come later. That's how it works with the Most High. Do what you have to do. Stay in His grace. Obey His word. And let them live this life that they want to live right now. Because it doesn't matter if they build all these, you know, chambers or whatever. Because they know the issue's finna hit the fan. And they built these underground chambers to protect them and their bloodline and their family, which is actually just going to bring back a whole bunch of heels head eyes if this really does happen. So they can live 5, 6, 7 years underground or off the grid or whatever, and everybody else is gone. And when everybody else is gone, it's just them. It's just them. So how are they going to repopulate? Because if it's just them, like I said, they're just going to turn into dogs turning on dogs. Because they got rid of everybody they hated and everybody that they can abuse. So who's left but themselves? So they're going to just do the same thing with themselves and then have a whole bunch of inbred community trying to destroy each other. But at the end of the day, when God destroy this whole thing, they're not going to be where they want to be. God don't care about money. Money cannot get you in the heavenly gates, okay? It cannot. So Narcs already got a limited time to do whatever it is they're trying to do. But it's always going to backfire and bite them in the ass. They think that they're so damn smart. Some people are out here like, I don't give a damn. Jesus is coming back. I'm ready to go. A lot of people don't even really give a damn. They're just like, I'd rather just be done right now while I know that I'm in God's grace. And when this is all said and done, I'm going to be good. But these people, these narcs, I won't even call them people. These narcs these days, they think that money and their ideas and plans can make them live forever. Freezing themselves. And who going to wake your ass up? That part. You're going to freeze yourself and preserve your body so that you can live forever, ever. But when everything is gone and ain't nobody here, who going to wake your ass up? You the new damn Disney World now? That's what you're going to do? And even if you was able to unthaw, wake up and you the only damn person on this earth, what are you going to do then? That would actually be hell on top of hell on earth. That you are the worst person in the world. That God would allow you to freeze yourself, thinking you Walt Disney, and later on defrost yourself. And when you wake up, sounds like something from the Twilight Zone. But when you wake up, it's just you. You can't live and you can't die. I guess I was supposed to say a new word for that. But anyway. And you're just there for eternity. By yourself. Money doesn't mean things. Having things doesn't mean things. Nobody's there. And you're just running around hoping that you can find a bug to call your friend. Wilson. That's what I said. Like, they shoot them own selves in the foot every time with these evil ass plans. Like I said, when do we change definitions and words? You can't say the word evil. You have to say that they have a disorder. But a narcissist is evil. But we can't say you're evil. We got to say it's a disorder. And a disorder and evil mean two different things. Pick one. Pick one. They always trying to sugarcoat it. They're always trying to sugarcoat every damn thing. So something that just means the ultimate worst, they're trying to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, it's just this. Like when you tell somebody that it's a narc, oh, that's just the way they are. Fine. Then you deal with them. I know I didn't look at these notes, at all, but I just wanted to get this video done. I think I did it. I went too long. But quick, let me do a real quick check. Yeah, I think I did. But before I go, my point is they are trying to give us a new language by programming, grooming, and reprogramming us so that we can follow these stupid ass ways and stupid ass things that they want us to follow. Wake up and especially teach your kids. It's time that you have to learn. You know, I got a lot of family members that's in the medical field. At least they got that. Now, I do know a lot about medical things because I have a condition. But you're going to have to start teaching your family, your kids, the real survival. Sometimes they may not understand. They may not get when you're talking to them because they're making all these future plans, and you don't want to freak your child out saying, "Baby, you're never going to get that. It's never going to get to that," because by the time you get to that, let me put it this way. Let's just say your child wanted to go to college and do all these things, and this was before the OVIC, the lockdown. But you knew that was going to happen. So you're just like, "Baby, I'm just going to need you to do this. I'm going to need you to learn this and, work on this and train on this because this is about to happen." Now, your kid going to look at you like you crazy as hell. But they okay with society and mainstream media and all this other stuff to tell them what's right and what's wrong and what to do when they're not listening to you. So now this lockdown goes on, and now your kid is looking at you like, "Wow, Mom, Dad, you really said that was going to happen, and you told me to, learn how to garden, and you told me to save food, and you told me to save toilet paper, and you told me to save sanitize, and, so that we were okay." They're never going to listen. You got to really talk to your kids before they be programmed this way. I feel sorry for the kids today because they don't even understand a new wave is coming. So while they're planning for this future life, going to college, wasting all the time that they actually need to be putting somewhere else because the world is never going to be the same. Now, if they can get out there and just make money so that you guys can, work on this plan, then that's the best thing you can do to teach your kids. Don't be like this where you're making videos or whatever. Now you unalived and gone, and your kids didn't never know you until they followed your content. But by that time, it's too late when you actually trying to teach them ahead of time. But you know what? Pray about that. Pray about that. Ask God to take the devil and them demons and them spirits off your children so that they can listen to you and do what you're telling them to do when they and you know that it's the right thing. They may be a little bit confused, but you're training them and programming them to survive. And not all programs mean the wrong thing. You might have to get out there and teach your kid how to do the boom boom, so that when ish hit the fan, they don't know they're going to have to protect the roof over their head, the land that you guys live on. And they're going to have to know what they can and cannot do. But it's not about your future anymore. This is not about your future anymore. It's all about figuring out what the hell is the Narc plan and getting planned for that. Now, you can still live normally, but always have a side plan. Just like they have a side supply, have a side plan A, B, C, and D, where you got a group of family members that you like. If this happens, we all meet there. And y'all all work together to get that together for when it gets to the point where y'all all have to meet there. And you pick the strongest bunch. You pick the strongest bunch. You want to have a nurse. You want to have a gardener. You want to have a cook. You want to have a nurturer. You want to have a doctor, a nurse, somebody that knows medicine, pharmaceutical. You want to have guard dogs. You want to have a person that's tech savvy. You have to start now at this time building your team and your army for whatever it is to come. Now, I know that this didn't seem like I was going to go into it this deep, but I really wanted to so you guys could understand because they are programming and reprogramming and grooming everybody. And you don't even know. They're starting with stupid things as what you can say, which I thought it was freedom of speech, what you can do, what you can have without their say so. hope I nailed it. This was long, but if this video and you stayed to the end, it was meant for you to see. It was meant for you to see. I guarantee you it was meant for you to see, because I did not know where I was going to go with this. But this is real. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I pray to God to just work with me today and let me do what I got to do. I don't know where it's going to go, but at the end of the day, somehow it's going to reach the right people. With that being said, tomorrow is the man-made birthday for Martin Luther King. I don't know what my day going to consist of, but I know it's no kids going to be at school. But I'm going to try to live a dream. I'm going to try to live a dream. Right? And you should also make sure you live all your dreams before they take it away. With that being said, God bless you guys. Thank you guys that support me. Y'all gotta go hit the like, comment, support your girl, subscribe. Because, I told you guys, I say this in many videos, tweaking it out. But don't get discouraged. I will always try to bring a chuckle. Because you got to laugh at these clown. I know the Most High is laughing at them with this stupid plan. Be blessed.